Okay, now we'll go to East High. We'll stay with soccer, and we'll go to East High, where Coach Marty Martinez will introduce his athletes, Luna Garcia and Odalis Espinoza.
I would like to thank the Jockey Club. Nice to come out here, and hotels for sure. Real important, I'd like to thank the parents of these individuals. Some of my favorite players of all time. We can tell as a coach they were raised right, and I really appreciate that. Introduce Mr. Chapman here, and then our athletic director, my favorite principal of all time, Mr. Lee Vasquez. And then when I saw Archie Parks here, I got real excited. I'm like, wow, we pay to get in here. Anyway, I'm introducing a couple girls that play for us at East. We've had a year of adversity. That's what we've been calling it this year, a season of adversity. We've asked them to step their game up and help the program. We've lost 14 players from last year, whether it's graduation, MCL injuries, ACL injuries, hip injuries, groin injuries. We've lost 14 players, and you know what we try to preach is adversity defines true character. And even though we were having a hard time with the injuries and stuff, we were just asking kids to step up. These were two of them that stepped up. So currently they're 13, 3, and 4. I feel like they've overachieved. A couple of these are one of them, but they know that you know we're a team. So we got a lot of kids at East High right now. They never help bring us all here. We have Luna Garcia. She's a sophomore, highly skilled, very coachable, great field vision. I coached boys maybe about 20 years, and Luna probably has the best footwork of any kid I've ever coached. Great footwork. She's selfless. She didn't want the role. She's a sophomore. She didn't want the role that she has now. And there was a time of practice to where she came to me in tears and said, "I can't do it." And I told her, "Well, you can do it. I would never ask you to do something you can't do." So what she has turned into is we put her up at forward position. She scored 17 goals. More importantly, she has 15 assists. 5 of those are game winners. And the big thing about Luna is last year she didn't have 1 goal. So I told Luna she can do it. So Luna Garcia.
I would like to thank the Jockey Club and my coach Martinez, who challenges my boundaries and proves me I can go further and believe in me to be a better player and to achieve a higher goal. And thanks to my school and team for helping me along the way. And most of all, my parents who were there to support me.
Odalis Espinoza, no stranger here. She was here as a sophomore. One of my favorite kids of all time. She's been with us day one. We play year round, so she's been on the club team for 4 years. At one point, I coached tennis. She played with us. This year, we encouraged them all to run cross country. She did that, so she's been with me every sport all year round. She's a 4-year starter. She is a 3-time first-team all-league player. She's a 3-time all-area player. Very selfless. Has trusted in me from day one as a freshman. She leads by example. This was a big step for her. Just recently, she played in her 100th game at East High. Every one of those games she started. Her record as a starter with that team was 75 wins, 13 losses, 12 ties. And more importantly, she has helped build our program up to where people recognize who we are, and we try to play the best teams around. So we're going to definitely miss her. And the great thing is Odalis now kind of passing the torch to Luna, but she's helped build a great program, and I'm very proud of her. So Odalis Espinoza.
I would just like to thank our principal for his support, our athletic director, my coach that I've been with for 4 years, my parents for their support, and congratulations to all the athletes tonight. Thanks.